I was trying to hit that. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Captain Justin Fitzik, Senior Production Director for Starfleet After Dark and Captain of the USS Star Kraken. Tonight we're
Technology. Are we going to try that again?
I apologize for technical issues. Unfortunately, I had a situation come up with work. I had to talk to another deputy. Justin came in, then I hit start. So, it's my fault. So tonight we are joined with Admiral Bran Stimpson, Regional Coordinator for 17, Member Services Director, Cory Grant, RC, Region 15, Lieutenant Commander Gregg Kleiner, USS Dauntless, David Shorey, our Master Chief Petty Officer, is SFI of the USS Wessex. And last but not least, Captain Justin Fitzik, Senior Production Designer and overall pain in my ass. Good evening to...
Already?
Good, yes. Well, you know why. You know why, don't you? Because
not at the moment.
I still have some resentment for you. Let me explain why, okay?
Oh,
I know
really?
you don't work at Amazon no more, okay? And
right.
There's a square. Oh no.
Wow.
Well, I guess we're done with him. All right. Wow.
Hang on. I don't know what happened here. This piece of shit. Okay.
You know what a computer is.
So I know you're not at Amazon no more, but you worked at Amazon. So let me go ahead and just throw out my frustration on that shitty fucking company. So I had to order a piece of equipment for my car because I'm taking a higher position on the fire department, which is going to require me to have gear and communications and laptop in my personal car, even though the car is going to be insured through the fire department and they're going to help me with fuel. So I had to order a SATCOM. What it is, it's a Motorola SATCOM. It's a dual band where you can do 900 megahertz, 800 megahertz, and VHF. So this thing, I mean, the fire department paid for it, and then I had to sign a contract that after 2 years, if I stay in the position for 2 years, I get to keep the SATCOM. So the problem is when Amazon dropped it off, and I use the term dropped it off, that box looked like he got fucking hit through the 49ers in a New England Patriots game. The screen was busted on the SATCOM. You can tell when it was cut open, and you could tell that shit fell out, and they didn't put it all back in there. So I've got like equipment running around somewhere between here and Portland, Oregon. And I called them. They said, "Sir, will we show your package is delivered?" I said, "Listen here, bimbo. Let me explain to you." I said, "I worked at FedEx. I know how this games are." I said, "When you guys are in a hurry to load your trucks, you throw the shit for as quickly as you can in the back of the truck. You don't care what the fuck happens to it." I'm missing about a $5,000 piece of equipment. I'm missing half my shit. So I said, "You need to either ship me a new piece of equipment, or you need to get on this literally fucking quick." And after screaming and cussing, literally for an hour, I have my shit coming. It magically part of it came here. Part of it went to Rhode Island.
Hey, that's where your box went that I sent you, is Rhode Island or Massachusetts.
Massachusetts. So I'm really thinking
that I should have picked it up for you.
I'm really thinking.
Hey, I didn't get it.
I'm really thinking Amazon and
it's over there in the corner,
FedEx,
Cory. I can see it behind
and you. UPS just really, really, really hates me.
Fair.
Well, there's a fan club for that. It's called Starfleet. But
no. I would like to go through and say hello to everybody. So hello to Justin, Mike Watkins, Carol Thompson, Joe L., Fran, Michael Stein, Mike Watkins. I think I said you once already. Oh, God. And Jason Tierney. Always glad to see everybody. Is it not working? Well, shit, my God access is not working. Oh, there we are. Okay, good.
Oh darn.
So,
I
I
don't think
know.
he knows how to use a computer. I was just saying.
Baby steps, baby steps.
well, see that I'm now at that point. The only thing I use my desktop for are these streams.
Mhm.
That's it. So, so how's everybody week going?
Good. Very good.
Great, Mike.
It's a
Glad we
week,
did it.
all right.
Mike,
It's a week, yeah, it's a week.
Who's doing the install on your PLV? Mike, it's being done by a company called Emergency Equipment Specialist. Hi, baby. Hey,
Ex-cons, they just
I
went
love
out
you.
to work on emergency vehicles.
yes.
Well, like I was telling everybody in the green room before you jumped in, Saturday is the first official event for the USS Starkraken.
Woohoo!
Commissioning.
Oh, wow, cool.
I'm sorry, Justin. Every time I hear Starkraken, I think Starkraken across the universe.
I know. See, I
Really?
thought,
I
Now I'm
started
going to do
thinking
that.
butt
Now that's going
cracking.
to be in my head. Well,
Thank
Cory,
you, David.
stop.
Mhm.
I'll find that picture of you on the slip-and slide. Or water slide, whatever the hell that thing was.
I thought
Oh,
I
don't
was
threaten
the
us with a good time and then not follow through, Bran.
I'm not really sure.
Oh,
it's a
I
good
can
time.
assure you it was not a good time.
Cory, we both lost the bet.
Huh?
We're now
Yeah.
at 8 minutes past.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, we can't mention what it is because we'll have to let it happen on its own.
What?
Yes.
Oh,
It has to
the
work it out
database.
naturally.
The database.
Hey.
That's what everybody. So
You're supposed to let it happen on its own.
No. Hang on.
There's actually
He's
news
proud
on
of
the
us. He's
database.
proud of us.
I'm dying to do this.
I'll take Fleet Admiral AMA for 400, Alex.
And the answer is, this project will be done soon.
Well, yeah, but there's actually news about it at
Okay,
least. and-
so all right,
And I
ladies
actually
and
had to use it last week, too. See,
ladies and gems, boys and girls of all ages, including you old geriatric people on the stream tonight. Haha. So here's
Is that
the
Cory?
here's the situation with the database. After
We needed a drum roll. Didn't we have a drum roll effect?
No.
We needed one of those.
so
Noted.
how can I
Be
put this?
diplomatic now. Be
No,
diplomatic.
Or technical support call. No.
No, I'm trying to think the best. I'm trying to figure out the best way to put this because I'm a member of TRMN. A lot of members at SFI are members of TRMN. So
Somebody dropped the ball.
When are we declaring war?
So TRMN dropped the ball. Politely speaking, they dropped the ball. Did not inform my comp op staff that they could not do any more work on it because of personal issues or people lost internet or COVID. That's fine. They just did not communicate. And so we were under the assumption that they were still working on it until we found out that they weren't. I reached out to Martin Lessam, who's my counterpart in that organization. Me and him had a very heart-to-heart discussion about the whole situation. So here's what's going on. SFI and TRMN is effectively done with the database. We're no longer working with TRMN to do the database. Martin Lessam has sent us the entire Medusa programming software, version 3. Tony Knox now has that in his hands. He has the entire program he needs to build a database, and he is estimating anywhere from 5 to 6 months we will have a database up and ready for beta testing. And he's doing it himself. He's already pulling people in to help him do it. If you try reaching out to Tony, he's not answering right away. He's literally building the database from scratch, but he is doing it on the Medusa platform, and he has he has everything he needs to build it. They sent us the whole shebang after me and Martin had a nice long discussion, and they are refunding our $500 for the 2021 maintenance fee. I did not ask for the money back, the $2,000, $3,000, because technically they did deliver a version 2 database that is basically an empty shell. The contract states that they only had to deliver a database. They did not have to deliver a functioning database. That basically is what was in the data. That was what was in the contract.
And who wrote that contract?
SFI TRMN had a contract. Ultimately, the modules that they were supposed to build for us did not get built. So, I mean, pretty much in a nutshell, I mean, I've got me and Martin. we talked for a long time. We both agreed that, hey, we have to have this. We don't really have a choice. He's a good guy. He talked with me long periods of time. So essentially, we are moving forward with SFI developing the database. And so we're looking at anywhere from 5 to 6 months, but it will be complete before this year is up.
Steve, if I
Tony?
can answer someone's question on the stream.
Sure.
Charlotte, the database is Starfleet's database, which is over at db.sfi.org.
That's funny because her being a CO, she should know what the hell that database is.
Really?
Yes.
I took it as sarcasm, but
Steve,
Yeah.
don't you have other important happy news to announce too?
Hey,
Oh, wait.
what happened?
Oh, hold on. I took off his headset.
you're
So, congratulations to Steve and the executive committee and the Admiralty board on the reinstigation of the 501c7 status, the IRS.
Are we supposed to announce that yet?
He put it on
it's-
Facebook.
He posted.
Yeah, he
He
posted it.
Okay.
He posted it. Yeah.
and it's on the IRS data. It's on the IRS website.
Hello.
So it's
Okay, so I'm back. Shut up. Damn, Master Chief's just trying to ruin the ward.
Well, we didn't know what was going on with you, so you got up in a
Too
hurry.
late.
Well, I thought the wife fell, but it turns out the dog knocked over something. I'm not saying the wife is a dog. I just want to make sure she didn't.
You.
I did not. I wanted to make sure she
Remember, he
didn't
was
fall
being
down.
nice.
Good job. Good job.
He was being
Hi,
nice. He
Tim.
was being concerned, hubby.
I just want to make sure she didn't fall down and go boom. Anyways, tax situation. We have now reached our second milestone that we have ran on when we were running for Commander Starfleet. Ladies and gentlemen, the taxes are fixed. Our not-for-profit status has been restored. As of right now, we have no penalties we have to pay. We were looking at $1,000 for each year that we were behind, and as of right now, we do not have to pay any. Hi, baby. We don't have to pay any penalties. We had to pay a $600 reinstatement fee. $600 versus $3,000 or more. I'll take it any day of the week. But so the second thing I ran on with my platform, I have now completed at the beginning of my second year. And the third and final is the database. So
That's why you're going to be CS for life.
no,
Right.
because she already hates you guys. I'm not even gonna lie. Let me explain why she hates you guys. Hang on. No, hang on. So she doesn't understand that I have members that contact me from around the globe all the time, and she seems to forget, like, after midnight my phone goes crazy, and that's because I said I've got people in Ireland, people in England, and shit. And if you guys are all on here, right, regional coordinators, I should say, do you guys not get blown up all hours of the day?
Oh, when I go to bed, I put mine on Do Not Disturb
I don't get blown up at all. What are you
because
talking about?
I like being married.
Oh, wait. The only thing I get blown up for is phone calls from the Commander of Starfleet, text messages from the Commander of Starfleet, emails from the Commander of Starfleet,
Okay,
complaints
well,
about the Commander of Starfleet.
if I'm blowing you guys up, then there's a legitimate reason. Just saying. Okay, so I had to start putting my phone on silent because it was going off all hours.
He's not buying your bullshit behind you.
Yeah.
No. I wake up and sure I said, "Oh look, it's Alan O'Shea from the USS Cullen." Okay. So,
Alan talks to me at 8 o'clock in the morning.
My lady, you should do not disturb much function on your phone. Look at him. This is what Jimmy put.
Mm-hmm.
What email are you talking about, Jeremy? Please see my email. I haven't got an email from you, Holmes.
It could be him.
Steve, don't you have to
referring
keep your
tell other
phone on
people.
because of your
No.
deputy stuff?
Oh,
I have to keep it on for work, but
Yeah.
that's pretty much it.
Why did you? That's fucked up.
Because he put up their CS for life.
Well, yeah, we already voted. The AB is working on it without your knowledge.
No, the
That's
ABA.
right.
No. Well, I mean, all right. So let's just get down to the nitty gritty. Jeremy sent it to my personal email. I ain't got no email from you, homie. So I guess the AB has broken the rules before. They did put Michael Garcia, who was ineligible to be a vice commander of Starfleet. So, I mean, I guess technically if they want to break the rules again, I wouldn't mind it, but I seriously doubt that. What? Shut up. Anyone call you at 2 a.m. about a building at a dreadnought? No, I hope not.
I'll set my alarm.
Justin, if you call me at 2 o'clock in the morning, I will come out to California. I will beat your living ass and come back to Kentucky and go to bed.
I think it's worth it, Justin. You should do it.
Right?
Bran wants to see it. Bran's like, I think it's worth it. Go ahead. Let's see what happens. Yeah.
It's a great fundraiser. Wait a minute. We
could sell tickets to that, raise some money.
Exactly. Shaken.
Oh, my.
I want to know why Jimmy's talking about your ass.
Life comes after you, Justin.
I don't know why he's talking about my ass.
I don't know what you two are doing.
I got a redhead.
Well, the subject is big enough.
I type.
There's websites for that. You can raise money.
What is happening over there?
Our dog.
Is that the German?
No, it's not the German Shepherd. This one's a mutt.
It is not a mutt.
I don't know what it is.
It's a full-blown and sober lab.
It's going to be a dead lab if you don't stop chewing on my shit.
Mutt.
Hello.
Right.
Well, you
Your
know.
dog's a mutt.
I'd rather get a red.
You're a mutt.
You married me.
I make bad choices.
Yes, you do.
Funny how Steve's wife and Steve's daughter treat him the same.
I know. It is fucking ironic. Hang on. Let me actually plug in my shit here while she can hear too, and then we can all just have a great old time of pissing Steve off. Hang on.
Oh, that's my favorite.
Isn't that what After Dark is for?
Right?
What's up with all your shit?
Everybody there?
Yep.
Okay, so
I'm
now
not there. I'm here.
a wife can communicate and would just love to get in on me getting fucking roasted.
I like that part.
How you feeling, Amber?
Hi.
She's a
My
parrot.
cat is staring at me like I'm a steak, so I better feed her. I'll be right back, guys.
Let her go hungry.
I'm getting the hairy eyeball from the cat.
I don't know what you do with your
Let her go
husband.
hungry.
We'll feed that poor boy.
I'm kind of terrified now.
My cat's still staring at the cabinet underneath the sink, so I don't know.
Yeah.
One time.
My
I
dog's
don't see
sleeping
any
on the floor.
questions in the chat.
Yeah.
We don't want any questions in the chat.
Nice to meet you.
Stop
Hi.
it, David. Come on.
Mike Watkins did.
Jeez.
Well, we already got the database question. Well, not even
Yeah.
the question.
And we answered the IRS question. I don't know what there's left to talk about.
We could talk
I
about
like
the
the
Master
dress.
Chief Petty Officer of Starfleet.
Yes,
Let's go. Let's talk about it.
the
Let's
bald
bring it.
man.
Come here, dude.
So,
How do
Master
you stop
Chief
the
Petty-
shine?
Come
That's the question.
You don't put a light on
Dog
it.
wax.
Ah, that's what it is.
The lights are lower. You know.
Not upper
Anyways.
lights, lower. Okay.
Gives him that god like.
I'll remember
Yeah.
that when it starts falling out. It's thinning, but I'll remember that.
Right.
later.
Just don't- Bran, don't use Gorilla Glue spray.
I've heard that. I've heard that. Don't
Did you
follow
see-
examples on TikTok. I
Did
think
you
it-
see that stupid girl that put Gorilla Glue in her hair and then she's
I
trying
heard
to
about
sue the
it.
company?
Well, of course, people sue for everything. People sued over the
hot coffee at
booth.
McDonald's?
Oh, that's the other thing I forgot I haven't talked about. So
There you go.
the bank accounts basically are all of them are open except for the general account. I have to travel down to that bank, which is several hours away, to get them to unlock it. The bank is no longer allowing Starfleet International to mail out the forms to the officers for them to sign and mail back. We now have to be in person for that. We're not doing it no more. We can't. You can't expect a VCS, say from western side of the country, that may be, I don't know, 2 days from the nearest Bank of America. And it's not feasible. So we're going to transfer them all up here to where I'm at. There's a regional bank up here that's very good. They will actually let you log in, and you could e-sign and then submit it, and I get the cards the same day, and I mail them out the same day. There's no more waiting 3 or 4 weeks before you get your debit card. So
How is Linda going to do cash deposits?
So we don't really have a choice, Bran.
Well, no, I get that. I'm
No,
just
we're-
asking.
No, we're pretty much SOL.
Since I asked that question in an email you never answered.
Well, okay. Keep in mind how many fucking emails I get. Okay, this thing.
Most
We
important emails, less
basically-
important emails. I'm just saying.
basically is she is going to put all the money in an envelope and overnight it to me, and I have to put it into the bank account myself.
Ouch.
Now she'll be able to do checks. She'll be able to do checks like on her smartphone. She can go and do a remote deposit. That's not going to be a big deal. She'll have access. Yeah, she can actually scan the check.
Well, yeah, I know that. I'm just not imagining Linda doing that.
I don't know either. I'm hoping this is going to
I
work.
love Linda. Don't get me wrong. I love Linda, but
I love
tech,
Linda,
not
yeah.
Linda's thing.
But I'm hoping that this works very well for her. If not, she'll have to mail me the checks, or we'll just have to open up a PO box here and have everything shipped here. That's
We
also
may have to buy her a new abacus.
well. That's also on the board is to just send everything here because right now SFI cannot.
Yeah.
We can't send our corporate officers not unless the corporation is going to pay for it. You can't expect somebody to drive 6 or 7 hours out of their own pocket to go sign a piece of paper and turn around back. I mean, you can't.
No.
So at least this way they can go in, they can e-sign and get it, and I get the cards the same exact day. I can overnight them out to everybody, and they'll have everything. So we're going to be opening up 8 accounts with this bank. They've got banks all throughout Western and Central Kentucky. But for the best thing, I've looked across everywhere. A U.S. bank is a pretty large bank throughout the country. You have to be in person to sign these forms. What was the other one? Wells Fargo Bank. You have to be in person to sign those forms. I did call them. What was the other one?
Bank of America.
Bank of America. You have to be in
Well,
person.
that's what we're at, Bank of America right now. So yeah.
They suck.
Oh, okay.
There's 2 other ones I called, and essentially you have to be in person to sign the forms. So we're gonna do CFSB. It's Community Financial Services Bank here, and Chase. That's it. The other one was Chase. Chase, you actually have to be in person to sign. Not many banks will do this because it's a liability for the bank. Because you don't know.
It makes sense.
Well, I mean, it's just like saying, okay, Justin is a corporate officer, but for somehow when they send the information to his house, he could have moved and not get updated, so the new person could sign his name, and then boom, and that card would come right back to that same address. And then now we have somebody who's no longer in office who has access to $60,000. See, so it's a liability thing. At least this way, it'll be a secured login. I'll be able to see who logs in at any time into the bank account. I'll have admin access so I can see what username logs in. And then I'm also going to give a login to the Admiralty board, limited access, where they can go in and actually look at the loss.
Cory can handle that. It's all
Yeah, the
Cory.
loss for profit statement. You'll be able to see those. But so I mean, it's
What's
the
going to
best.
happen with those accounts after you leave office, though?
Different one else.
I'm up, and we don't really have a choice. I mean, we are SOL. I mean, the past administration. I mean, this thing has been screwed forever. So I've been talking over with Linda. If we have to, we can just leave the banks open here and put me as the principal person here, and then I can just put stuff into the bank here. We don't have a choice. Not unless whoever wins the next election is going to want to drive hours to go sign a piece of form.
So it is official. Steve for CS for life.
No, it's Steve trying to make the corporation more accountable and more easier for the officers instead of having to drive 6 and 7 hours to sign a piece of form because the banks are assholes.
Yeah. So Jeremy, so here's what I'm looking at over the next 2 months. Going to and I apologize, I'm a bit behind because I was doing some work supporting the new Starfleet intelligence effort, but I've now stepped away from that now that it's where it's at. And so I will be focusing more on the Master Chief Petty Officer position.
Hang on one second. So yeah, Michael, we don't have a choice. It's the regional account. It's going to have to be the account with these people because this is the only bank that's going to work with us, allowing us to email or e-sign for these credit cards. They're no longer, I mean, I've called banks and nobody's going to do it anymore for us. So basically, essentially like Mike Watkins put in, after I become the office, after I leave office, I will be the corporation's comptroller for the bank issues here. That's the only option. That's the only option we have. It's either that or we do away with every account, open it up for free membership, do away with every type of hosting possible, and go back to this like Stone Age Facebook crap. I mean, we are, and I know people don't like it because I've already had some people give me a bitch fit about it. But you know what? If you don't like it, run for Commander of Starfleet, get the election, do it your damn way. I am trying my best to keep the account from getting hacked. I can't go down there and fix it. They will not talk to Linda because Linda is not listed on their articles of incorporation, and North Carolina is not contacting her back. They're not calling her back. They're not emailing her account. So I don't have a choice but to do this. So people that don't like it, I'm sorry, but this is the only way we can get access to all of SFI's funds. Because right now we have an account that's frozen of $78,000. We have zero access to it. So the only way we can get access is if the account's closed and a check is mailed to me so I can open a new account.
And what's the possibility of being able to get that unlocked where that happens?
It's we've already talked to them. As soon as we close out the account, they'll issue us a check, and away we go. All right. So, question for CS. I know it was lightly discussed at special AMA for us who are off on weekends. Of course, we understand you're busy just throwing out there. I have no problems with doing one during the day. Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, doing a morning or afternoon show. But on Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday is a no-go. I work. That's just that I can't do that. Friday night, I can't really stay up late because I got to be at work on Saturdays, and I need to be coherent. So,
the Master Chief Petty Officer position was set up to work on a couple of things. One, expanding the enlisted ranks in Starfleet. Also, working with the Academy to develop classes for enlisted folks. Those are very weird faces, Steve, that you're making.
Yeah, then all of a sudden she disappeared behind him.
Right?
She's putting my bio freeze on my back.
Sure.
That's not what it looks like, but that's okay.
Hey, how do you think she got to be First Lady of Starfleet?
So over the next couple of months, over the next
about 3 years ago, so I was 27, 26.
Who's talking?
Who's
Hannah.
talking?
Who's got that going on in the background?
Whoever's watching porn needs to turn it off. It sounds like a bad episode of something.
Bran?
No, not me this time. That got fixed.
So over the next couple of months, what I'm planning on doing is a couple of things. One, putting together a survey for SFI members to give input on what they would like to see regarding enlisted ranks, enlisted opportunities, and then also doing a couple of like town hall things where I can host either through Zoom or Google Meet for folks to come in and talk about their ideas. I've met with the Academy Commandant, and I've met with the Director of Educational Services, and I think what we've agreed is that this is going to be a kind of a transitional process. We are going to work with what we have existing. So there are existing classes that could be relevant to enlisted folk, and then kind of identifying as we go on kind of steps to create new courses or a new college or something like that as listed ranks escalate up. I kind of described it earlier when we had the green room earlier, is that Starfleet's been in existence for 50 years. Academy has developed over a period of time, and so and everything had been focused on officers. And so it's kind of trying to restructure, rebuild some of the stuff that the Academy has been focused in on, while still not disturbing what's going on with the current, the existing officer structure. So it's going to take some time, and I appreciate everyone's. I would love to have everyone's input and ideas. And what I'm kind of how I think of it as, and this is just one thought, is that enlisted folks are the folks who want to do kind of the behind the scenes work and the technical stuff. And then as you do the officer stuff, that's kind of more the planning and the visioning and the leading and all that kind of stuff. But this is something that has to be talked about at the chapter level, because chapters are autonomous and they do their own thing. And then you have regions, and then you have the international. So people are very, very particular and very opinionated, and I appreciate that. I'm hoping that there will be a clear option for folks who come to Starfleet or who are in Starfleet and say, I kind of want to go. I want to be enlisted. It's kind of something that seems like it's the more my type of doing thing. I want to be more of a doer. I'm looking forward to the conversation.
Awesome. So to answer Michael's question, when I contacted the North Carolina, I don't even remember that damn department's name, there is a backlog, and it will take too long because we've got a bunch of stuff getting ready to come up for renewal on stuff that we have to have. And even if we was to get her listed on the Articles of Incorporation, it's still round back to the same original issue. We cannot get our corporate cards without us going down there and signing. I'm not traveling unless the organization is going to pay me to drive to the nearest Bank of America and then turn around. I can't do it. I can't take off time for it. And they will not let us no longer do it by mail, sign it and mail it to the next person, sign it, mail it. I mean, so what happened was I had to, Linda had to sign it, mail it to James. James had to sign it. James mailed it to me. I had to sign it. I mean, guys, it took damn near a month and a half to get our cards the first time. And then, boom, all the accounts got frozen, and they are not doing it again. So as of right now, I had me, James, we had our corporate cards for less than 60 days, and now we're going on our second year with nothing.
So I'm sure, Steve, you would if Michael has an institution that he thinks would meet the needs of Starfleet with electronic signature, Steve, if you have an idea for that, I'm sure that I'm sorry, Michael, if you have an idea with that, I'm sure Steve would love to hear it.
Yeah, the only problem is it's got to be someplace close where Linda can physically go and set it up, or I can physically go set up. They will not open up accounts over the phone. So, I mean, I'll do what I have to keep it going, to get everything up and going. And if the next person comes in office, they don't want it that way, they're more than welcome to do whatever the hell they want. So the term is agent of the corporation. And yes, we can make the ZF for that. In fact, she is for certain things. Yes, she is, but there still is the problem with the backlog and us signing for our cards. That's the big issue. That was number one that Linda told me day one, that they're only doing it this time. They're not going to be doing it no more. That's not me.
Hi.
Who's logged in on your account, Steve?
That would be me. I muted my microphone.
But I mean,
dinner.
If the Admiralty board wants to step in and tell me no, then I'll leave it at Bank of America. But the CS and VCS, we do not have cards. The only person that will have a credit card will be Linda Olson. So that means if she's not at an event, and let's say I have to go to the international conference and I have to pay stuff, they ain't getting paid until whenever Linda sends them a check. So, I mean, we're supposed to have cards for purchases and stuff like this, and right now the only person that has access to the accounts is Linda Olson. She don't like that, but I mean that's just how it is. So, I mean, but literally, this is like the only, I call it 5 or 6 banks, and this is the only one that would allow us to do electronic signature. I mean, it took a month and a half from us signing, getting back to Linda, and then another 4 to 6 weeks before we got our corporate cards. I mean, it's I don't know. But I mean, people don't like it being a regional bank. I talked to Linda. We had a long discussion about it. Right now, this is what I think is best for SFI. This is the route we are going to go. I mean, there will be redundancies in place. The CFO, the vice CFO will have access to the accounts. I will pick somebody off the Admiralty board that will be a independent auditor that will be able to go into the accounts, look at the profit and loss statements. No, it'll probably be a senior AB member. But they'll be able to go in and log in and see the profit and loss statements, be able to see everything going in and out, and they'll be actually like it should have. But I mean, at this point in time, this is the route we're moving.
So Mike Watkins has asked a couple of questions about the enlisted. Mike, there's kind of two thoughts. Obviously, we would have things like the crewman and up and petty officer and all that, and then out of that we're looking at rates currently. As the Academy reminded me, there are under the bridge officer certifications, there are existing certifications that folks can do. You could do in the enlisted ranks. The problem is that everything is designated as officer, and what I think the Academy folks wanted to say is that officer is a general term for anyone in Starfleet. It's not like a flag officer or ensign and above. It's just anyone who is part of Starfleet. That's the Academy's position, and so to set up separate separate classes and courses for enlisted versus non-enlisted is not something that at this point they're willing or interested in doing. They want to work within the existing system. So we'll
Cory for CS, Bran for VCS. Right.
What? No.
We'll continue to
I did that
to
once.
work on that and come up with structure. Like I said, if you are wanting to contact me, my email address is McPoofsy, which is McPoofsy@sfi.org.
Oh my God, that's
David, you should get yourself a card like one of these.
As people have asked, yes, I am the shit. I am the McPoofsy. So I am.
Hey, Paul, what model can you be working on out there?
Who?
What?
Who's
Well,
blowing
someone's
who?
Actually, a model.
Nobody yet.
Working on a model kit. Yep.
Oh, look, got a question finally about the database.
You missed it, Paul.
I'll take Fleet Admiral AMA for 400, Alex.
And the answer is, this project will be done soon.
Thank you.
And I think that's a record. We've gone 40 minutes.
I know. That's actually pretty good. Usually it's like the first 5 minutes, and it's usually
I said 1 minute.
One.
I said 1
Kevin,
minute.
I
Cory
totally
said
agree
5.
with you, but you're going to have to fight the chapters on that, or the Admiralty Board could
What?
make it.
What happened?
Well, that's not gonna
We need a
happen,
fully accepted promotion system that extends across all chapters for enlisted and officers.
Yeah, it ain't going to happen. You know why? People are going to start bitching. Well, I'm a chapter sovereignty. You can't tell me how to run my chapter. And then we have RC. You can't tell me how to do this, too. Oh, I know. I've always had it.
So I'm going to say something really, really controversial, and you probably will hear from some folks,
Whoa.
Steve.
Yes. Let's maximize that face.
But
I'm about to say boobs.
the chapters have a the chapters are licensed by the international organization. So the regions and the chapters. Regions are directly under the international organization, but you can't be a chapter unless you are in alignment with what the international organization says, because then it's like a franchise. You have to abide by the rules. So people have gotten away with things, and chapters feel like they're entitled. There's a lot of entitled people in Starfleet.
Ooh, RC scratching their heads on this one.
There are significantly entitled people in Starfleet, and so and actually it's been doing a great disservice to the organization for a significant amount of time. And so I would just encourage folks who feel that they're entitled to know that Starfleet is run by its board of directors, which consists of the regional coordinators, and those policies are executed by the executive committee. And so really it's not up to the chapters. If you can't be in alignment with what the international organization wants to do, then maybe you should find a different way to exercise your Starfleet and Star Trek affiliation.
Look, if anybody knows any type of rules and any manual this organization has, it's this motherfucker right here. He knows everything. I call this man, hey, I have a question. Oh, this is in chapter 3, section 4. The guy knows it all. The dog's eating something.
I'm going.
Damn, Limpy. I love you. Don't you dare throw something at me.
Aim for the head. What?
Take your ass back in before you get hurt. Ow, bitch, that hurt. Motherfucker. If I could reach my taser, I'd light you up.
You want to get the tasers
Oh,
out?
Lord, not this again.
Shut up. You're just jealous. You're not getting shot.
This is after dark, not after dark.
So, yeah, I don't know. I've had people, and I agree with you to a certain point, David. But if we, as an organization starts mandating what they can and can't do, we're going to have the same situation as we did with the SFDPP. I still got people bitching about that. Well, I shouldn't have to take this. I've been in Starfleet for 30 years. I shouldn't have to take it.
So what? Then leave Starfleet. I'm serious. I mean, I just went through an experience trying to get something started within this organization on a separate thing that had so much shit attached to it because people felt like they were entitled to dictate certain things because, well, I've been around for 25 years. Well, that doesn't mean really, if you feel like you have the authority to dictate to members, then run for the board or run for Starfleet commander. Don't bully people. Don't try to roadblock people because it's just not what you like, and you'd rather sit at home and be on your computer. In a certain way, William Shatner was right. There's a lot of people who need to just get a life.
So I do want to say something.
Really? Just something?
Fair.
Paul, nobody's talking about you. I don't know why you're getting upset, dude. So here's what it is. You got people, this good old boy club, and it's still around, and I'm still working my ass off to get this shit going. I don't care if you've been in the organization 20 years. I don't care if you've been in the organization 5 months. You are all equal. So one's a 4-star admiral, the other one's a lieutenant. Whoop-de-damn-do. This is a fan organization. We are adults. If you cannot conduct yourself accordingly and you try bullying people and you were like, well, I've been here 20 years and this is, you can't make me do this and you can't do this and yada, 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 and you want to be an asshole to members, let me explain to you, okay? My first year, all we did was JAG investigations or IG investigations. I'm not done yet. I still have a list of people that are acting like assholes and immature kids that I have complaints on. I've got more complaints in the last 48 days on people than I did all of 2020.
Yeah, it's Cory.
I mean, it's really tiring.
It's all those massholes.
If you don't,
Trust me, I've got plenty of them.
Here's the thing: if you want Starfleet to go another 20 years, you need to stop dragging it back, stop dragging your feet, and not allowing the organization to succeed and move forward and grow. If you can't be a part of the organization growing and bettering itself, let me know who you are. I'll refund your $5 and you can take a flying leap off a short dock.
I'll pay him $10 to go away.
We have $10. We have $10. We have 12.
Because I mean,
Sold at $10. Oops.
it's tiring. People, I mean, people
Yeah, way over
bitch.
there.
Well, I
Way
can't
over
do
there.
this, and you can't do this, and I've been here for 30 years. Look, you know what? I've been here 12 years, and I am now a fleet admiral, and I am dictating and making massive changes on a global scale for the entire organization to better it.
Right.
People are bitching. I don't care. I'm going to walk right over and I'm going to mow you down and get past you. I don't care. I still got a year and a half to go, and I still got a lot more I'm going to be doing.
It is, and it is frustrating because you shouldn't have to be spending time on some of this stuff, especially when, you know, we've in COVID, you would think that we would be working together to try to, you know, support the organization, but it's just it's frustrating, and you probably
It
can
is
hear it in my
frustrating.
voice. Yeah.
It is very frustrating because I've been in Starfleet for 12 years. It was the reason why I got into it was Tony Lopes, Bill Rollett, one other person. I met him online in a chat on a Facebook group, started talking to him. I joined the Odin. I was on there for a couple of days. I liked it all. Didn't know of SFI. And, you know, they paid my first year membership. And I got into Starfleet, and I got on the members only page and started looking around, and I really started seeing the bullying and the harassment and the good old boy club. Like, oh, fuck you. You're new. We don't really give a shit about you. You ain't been here as long as we have, so we can do what we want, and you're screwed. Well, you know, people like you, we don't want you. I'm just going to say it. I know it's going to piss off the board. I don't really give a shit. We don't want you. If you can't be an adult and treat people with the respect that you would want you or your wife or your kids to have, we don't want you in this organization. Plain and simple. If you don't like it, send me an email. I'll refund your money, and out the door you go. I don't care. Because you know, I don't really, it's like talking and getting pissed, because when you actually have a love or something you enjoy, I love Star Trek. I had a really traumatic childhood. My mother was an alcoholic. Ow! Sorry. Wife's feet was in the way. My mother was an alcoholic. She was drunk 90% of the time. I had an incident with my pastor. And the only thing I had was Star Trek and Starfleet. I loved it. I read stuff and made stuff. I love Star Trek. And that was when I was stressing, that's what I went to. I would read books, and that's what I liked. And almost 40 years old, I still have that love and passion as I do for Starfleet and Star Trek. But I still get harassed about it because I'm a 40-year-old man, obviously, in a nerd group is what my people call me.
Nerdball.
The people that want to try to dictate, well, you can't do this and you can't make me. Let me explain something to you, okay? My big 6'4", 280-pound ass has a bigger swing average than probably most people does. I'm going to roll right over top of you. I'm going to keep moving this organization forward where it needs to go and get into the 21st century. If you don't like it, you're going to get left behind. And I'm not going to give a shit if you do. You can whine, you can complain, you can send emails to the regional board. They'll send me messages back to me, and I would be like, I'm not doing it. I'm not allowing people to drag members of this organization down because they don't feel good about themselves and they want to project their attitude, their problems off on somebody else and make somebody else a living nightmare. I've seen it. I see it going on right now in several different regions. And, you know, you could ask the wife. I usually get pissed off when I have, literally, I'll be sitting there. We'll do nothing. I'll get no messages at home at all. We go and get into the car and leave. And my shit goes, boom.
Just so y'all know, this mother trucker cannot drive.
Yeah, I can't drive.
Period.
And look at shit coming in. Okay, I have
and to their credit, I mean, the board is, you know, I want to acknowledge the work that you all are doing, and I know that you all are here because you care about this organization and you care about the people that you work with at the regional and local, you know, and the chapter level, and so it's, you know, it's definitely something that I there was a point a few months ago where I was actually probably not going to renew because I just wasn't. I was frustrated with the way that just the roadblocks that keep on getting put up with good ideas that people bring up, and then rather than focusing on the solution, everyone's developing into the problem.
And see, that's one other thing. Have you noticed when people come to the members only or business only and they have an idea and they ask questions about it, you get these old members that's been here forever that literally attack them and say it's stupid and like just literally destroy them?
We tried it in 1812 and it didn't work. We can never try it again.
Oh, am I the only one that sees that shit, or does everybody else see it too?
No,
I see it.
it's on there.
And I'm like, and people, and like, I'll stop commenting on it. And yeah, guys, if you have a problem, if there is a reason why your comment is stopped or is paused, you should probably contact me because they probably already called me. I read it and thought you would be an immature child, and I locked the forum. Have a problem? Come to me. It's really sad because you see some of these newer members that has, and it's good because you want the organization to go. You need fresh blood and fresh ideas because let me tell you guys, the same shit the whole organization was doing before I took office obviously ain't working. We haven't grown past 5,500. We haven't done much. I mean, you got to change. You got to get these. You got these new people come in. They got great ideas. Like this Master Chief Petty Officer program was a suggestion from a member over Region 20 that was shot down by an RC member that says, no, we're not doing this. He sent it to me. It was a great friggin' idea. I ran it by the EC. They loved it. And boom, here we are. So if you guys have ideas, and I understand you all send it to your RCs, and if the RCs say it's shit and not to do it, you need to send it to me because I want to read it. The RCs don't really... They can bitch all they want, but I want to see it too. And if it's something I think will benefit the organization, I would defend it. I've snapped off on AB members. I'm trying to snap off on them a lot to see if I'll be removed, but obviously they don't want the VCS in office, so I guess I'm kind of screwed. But if you guys have a legitimate idea, please bring it to me. I will always read every idea, everything you got. Don't just say, hey, I sent it to the RC. I sent this up. He didn't like it, so I'm just going to scratch it. I'd like to see it. I really would. I love
on that note.
We'll just ask how many members we have.
In the help desk.
Well, yes.
Was it Bran?
You can also submit suggestions to the help desk, and those will go to Steve too, if you want those tracked. And the stuff in the help desk doesn't get erased.
Yeah. And not a lot of people, and I don't know how many tickets you guys get, but it seems like people are more inclined to want to post on Facebook their issues rather than go through the process of the help desk.
Oh, absolutely.
Michael Stein's asking how many members we have now. We
have 5,565.
Okay,
somebody's in the database.
Yeah, so
I am.
We lost 15. From the number I have, we've lost 15, and those 15 are people that refuse to do the SFDPP. Childs, I don't care. I've got no word. If you can't act like and I'm going to go back to this and harp on this, and I don't care. This is my soapbox. I run the program, so it doesn't really matter. If you are a chapter CO, it is your responsibility to protect your chapter roster, your members' personal property, or personal data information. If you want to play like you're the captain in the big seat, then you should take the responsibility of taking the test required to protect and do the stuff. If you're a 20-year member and you're the captain or whatever, and you can't take it, you need to step aside, let a younger member that actually has taken the course and actually run the chapter properly. I took it. I had the GDPR through Allison course done before I took office. Before the election was up, I had that done. I had most of my senior EC members have that done. I was that dead serious about that, and we had that completely done. My idea to raise dues enough to cover all the budget is, Michael, if you send me a detailed idea of what you want to do, I promise you I would take it to the EC staff. We will vote on it because we were looking at different options, and I'll take it to the board. You write me up a dossier on it, and I'll look at it, and we'll go from there. You have my word. Can we say F you to Facebook yet? We need to grow our Discord presence. That I think the future of social media. Do we have control of it? Actually, Jeremy, I am in charge of the SFI Discord server. I finally got access to that. Me and Tony Knops are the admins of it. So I'm all for that. We need to be drawing our presence more on Twitch and Discord, Facebook. I'm not even gonna lie, Facebook is a dying thing. It's dying out. Just like MySpace. Eventually, it's gonna be like MySpace and be gone.
Do we have?
What's going on?
Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to ask what's going on with challenge coins.
It's being looked at. I'm not making any because I've got several, but I can't really make any done yet because the way the accounts are sitting. Once we get the account switched over and we have access to more funds, then I will be announcing that.
Let me see if I can post. Can I post a link to the Discord server?
What do you have the invite link, Stephen? Yeah.
So, yeah.
Can you
If
post the
you
invite link?
Yeah.
Jeremy Karsten, there are several people that actually, if you go look for Starfleet, the International Star Trek Fan Association's Discord server. Shit, let me see if I can pull it up here. Where's Discord at here? My email.
So while you do that, hey Paul, you mentioned the unassigned members. So right now there's no requirement for the members to talk to the RC, but because of something Jeremy said on one of these after darks like a month or so ago, we are now including regional contact information, and most of them are actually the RCs in each.
Steve.
Well, that's helpful.
Yeah.
In each welcome and renewal email that goes out from the orientation office.
Yeah.
And also,
Yeah, I got that.
At the end of each month, the orientation office is going to send an email to the RCs listing who has renewed and joined in their region so they can reach out, or whoever or their staff reach out to those people.
Steve,
directly.
is your Commander
There we
Starfleet thing
So, click up
all
here where
members?
it says invite people and send that link out.
So here's right here. This is the Fleet Discord channel. As you see, I'm the administrator. I am always looking for more moderators, more people to help with this. Please get with me. And then you can also go look for this one. I have my own where questions and comments can go to here. There's also a section for general announcements, command status reports, which I'm working on getting those uploaded.
There's a
The
help desk section?
member, what now?
There's a help desk section?
Yes, there's a help where people can go help put questions or just general questions about different stuff.
Bran, do you need to be on that?
I was going to say, what the hell?
There is
somewhere.
There's the investigative committee, the 602 club, which is basically just a voice chat, the ECAB voice. We have Admiralty board. I've got it broke down so you can actually see who the Admiralty boards are. You can see who the executive committee is. You can see your regional staff. I have this broke down in different ideas. So you can always go right here. Maybe I can.
Steve, can you make me is it okay if I be an admin on there?
On which one?
On the on the server?
Which server?
Or on the
SFI one or the
yeah, the SFI one.
Yeah, I can do that. Can you send me a message real quick? Just post something in the business only so I can see you real quick and I'll add it.
Okay. So when folks get on the Discord server, you have to contact an admin. They will confirm that you are a SFI member, and then they will give you rights to visit the other channels. So
yeah, so I mean, like we've got different regions in here talking. It probably, I'm not gonna lie, the Discord group needs to have a massive audit done. Because we do have some out of date members. Jeremy, he's talking about Task Force 31 with Paul, not Dial, Paul Dill. So yeah, it's a group of chapters. That's their own thing. So yes, this SFI does have their own. As you can see, it's quite frequently posted.
I am not in that chat. That server. I'm in a different SFI server.
I saw you in this one, Justin. Didn't I just see you in there?
I'm not sure.
All right, so it won't let me make you, David. It won't let me make you an admin, but I put you as a moderator.
Moderator, yeah, that's what I meant. I'm sorry.
Okay, you're fine.
You probably have to get access, Justin? Because I see you joining the group there today.
Justin,
Okay.
I'm making you a moderator too.
Copy that, boss.
So there's more. I mean, if you guys want to help, I mean, it's we're all looking. Steve is my dad. Tim Johns is an idiot. Right there. Just
We miss you, Tim.
I mean, we can. I believe we can stream in here too.
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
Yes, it does have video and audio options.
I don't. The only problem is, I don't think we'll have to play around with it. I don't think StreamYard will broadcast into Discord. I don't think it will. Well, send me a message in business only on the Discord, and I'll add you as a moderator. The more, I mean, we got like 5,000 members in our organization. Let's see, we have. I mean, we've got. These are everybody that's in here. We could use a lot of moderators. So
I'll gladly moderate.
Who said that?
Gregg.
Who?
Kleiner.
Oh, I can't. Wow. I can't hear you because you sound so softly spoken. Put a message in. Put a message in business only, and I will add you as a moderator.
I don't have full access. I only have 10 forward in the news feed on the international data.
I'll take care of that.
I don't see. Did you just post in 10 forward?
Yes.
Kleiner, there you are. So special. No ruffles.
My mommy tells me every day.
I gave you 2 permissions. I put you as a moderator on the ship's hairdresser.
What?
The ship's hairdresser.
Congratulations, Gregg.
That's great.
Let's see what else can I can do with him. I'll make him a 2-bit. Oh, and a red shirt too.
Okay, that one actually offends me.
But get a red shirt, you'll be all right.
Tuvix actually offends me.
You'll be all right. I'll take it off because you're gonna be sissy about it. Okay. So
Nothing wrong about being sissy.
but there's and like I said, I could use moderators on the Commander Starfleet's page too. But I mean, guys, there's this here is very, very underused. I mean, it needs to be right here. We need to really up this. I mean, look at it. We got bridge and COXO, wardroom, moderation, flag deck, ECAB, 10 forward Starfleet gamers. If you play a Starfleet game or any type of game, here it is. Trek News, members only, business, SFMC, SFMCA. We have regional chats. If you guys are a regional coordinator, I can make you a regions section in here, and your regional members can go there.
Apparently, I have one.
Yeah.
Well, news to me.
Well,
and there's some way to modify your name, Gregg, to include your rank.
And put moderator or mod in there somewhere.
I can do that.
Oh, look, McPoofsy. There's little McPoofsy.
Poofsy.
But yeah, guys, I mean, there's a seal. Yes, there's a seal Exos thing.
Yep, there is.
I don't know why you're saying I'm the best. You're sucking up for something. What do you want? You already got a promotion, dude. I ain't giving you another one.
Right.
Steve, where's drag? And this right here is why we can't have nice things. And where am I going to put his ass? He is officially going to Spot's Data's cat, and he's going to be a shirt because he wants to be a dick. And boom, there you go. There's usually no one in those channels. Got to have some content to entice people in. Hey, that's why we need more people posting stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we could move from Facebook to Discord, it would be like just people start using Discord more.
We'll probably never, ever, be honest with you, we'll probably never, ever leave Facebook because we have older members that don't want to try new shit. But keep in mind, guys, Discord is the official communication of Starfleet International.
And I just want to, Steve, just so that folks, when you say older members, I think it's more, it's not age-wise. It's folks who just don't want change. They don't want to see things different than they have been, whether it's because they are comfortable in being able to, dictate certain things, or change is scary for them.
Y'all ain't got to worry about it being. Get your damn foot off my toes!
Well, damn it, woman, keep the little piggies away.
They go to the market.
Chris, let me see here.
One of these moderators.
Yeah, any moderator.
So is Facebook, Ruth, unfortunately.
Yeah. Really, there's unless you're going to go to like Signal or whatever, Telegraph or something like that, which we don't want to. That logistically would not work.
No. I mean, I've been on Discord for years now, for gaming things and stuff, and never had a problem. I've had more problems on Facebook.
So Ruth Lane just posted.
That's what we just
Discord's
talked
got
about.
Security issues. Well,
We just talked about that.
Yeah, I mean, everything's got security issues. Facebook's got security issues. Instagram's got security issues. You know what? Hey, Justin, please send a link to this to Jeremy Karsten, because he's having a lot of good ideas and conversations. I'd just rather have him say it instead of typing it. Let's save his little hands and bring him on here.
You got it.
Got your wish, Jeremy.
Coming on there, big boy. I mean, he is the next commander of Starfleet. Just saying.
How can he be the next if you're the one that's going to be there for life?
I'll die in office.
Well, yeah, because your wife's going to kill you.
It'll be like Caesar.
No shit.
Who's going to be Brutus?
Cory.
What? Where's my not it card?
Need to have that a little more ready there, Cory.
So I have a question.
I haven't used Discord because I got done with those forms of chats about 20 years ago.
You assholes that do this damn this Q card bullshit. You all go to Dollar Tree, buy this shit by the bulk. You and Tim Johns, Cory.
Tim actually buys them for everyone and just mails them out.
Yeah.
Oh, of course he does. Why? Because he's that type of dick.
Yeah, I'm waiting on the next batch to come in the mail.
I'm sure you are.
I'm a chef. I write recipe cards.
Oh. Hey, I can say one thing. I can actually toot horn. My wife actually went to culinary school, and the bitch knows how to cook. Yeah.
Well, I would hope so. She spent $20,000 on culinary school.
Only took me
all?
2 psycho ex-wives to find a redhead that can cook. I'm gonna look like a fat motherfucker.
Too late.
Too late. Ah.
I was gonna say
to
you're already getting a spare tire there, Steve.
You know what? Let me tell you.
There's more than just one spare.
Say something, I'm a bubble hit your ass.
Ain't nothing like riding the wave. Ah! Just kidding.
Oh, lordy lord.
So Jeremy, Karsten, you're going to get on here soon, hopefully, but let's also talk about the enlisted stuff, because I like your ideas as well.
Invite has been sent. Just wait for him to acknowledge.
Dave, I just want to warn you: don't strike his ego too much.
I ain't got no ego.
50,000 things on his plate that he's not working on now.
Yeah, that's an understatement.
Cory, check your private messages.
Hold on.
Yeah, Cory, check your private messages.
Oh, bite me.
Looks like
Find
they're
that
going
picture
to
now. I am so finding that picture now.
Hey, Paul, that's Paducah. Get it right, homie. Oh, I see a little bubble pop. Oh, hell yeah, he's here. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, we had to run and put on a Starfleet shirt first. Is that what it was?
No, he was naked and he didn't want everybody to see him. You're on mute.
He's muted too. He's got himself muted and he can't talk.
He does this every time he comes in.
He doesn't have enough alcohol yet. He can't talk.
My bad.
There you go.
Learned how to turn on his microphone.
So it turns out there are 3 ways to mute myself on this computer, and I always forget at least one of them.
So,
mostly day one, mostly on water today. We're fine. 2, I've been wearing this shirt for a while. We had my Starfleet chapter meeting tonight. We just kind of rolled into this.
Sure.
That's why I was a keyboard commando all fucking night. So they're just kind of ready to go.
And Jeremy, you're sounding really hollow.
That's because Jeremy is hollow.
No shit.
Get inside. What do you want?
Hey, Justin, you ought to actually try talking to him when he's drinking
Better.
an international conference. It's quite interesting. He's very, very loud.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Being accused of being quiet is not a thing I've had. So hollow. I mean, yeah, I'm dead inside. What do you want?
Oh, there's the drinking.
Speaking of international conferences, people
For the
need to
record, this
register.
is either water or straight gin. You can all just guess.
Jen.
Jen.
Vodka.
No, no one drinks straight vodka. That's stupid. That's hateful. Like, I love myself more than that.
No,
Don't be a girl.
Don't be a pansy with
Thank you.
I just bought
Is there
myself a
anything
bottle
really
of Gentleman
straight?
Jack tonight.
All right, so
Is
where
there
were we at
anything
with
really
this?
straight about Jen?
Talking about security issues on Discord.
Oh, no,
All right,
so
here starts the
don't-
Jeremy Karsten hour of the After Dark.
Don't do stupid plugins on your platform. Whatever your platform is, even if it's Discord or Facebook
Can you
or
zoom
anything
in
else,
closer?
if you don't trust it and it looks like it's written by some shithead in China, probably don't install that bot. Maybe. No, from what I can tell, I don't think SFI has any bots running. My chapter server has a couple bots running.
We have one bot, and it's called V'ger.
Okay, yeah. We've got a couple of bots running on the region server, but they're mostly for gaming specific. I've had people go and look at the source code. If their source code is not on GitHub, where it's like I can go analyze that, then no. Maybe don't install that shit. That's all I'm saying.
So can we talk about the international conference?
Sure. What do you want to know about it?
I want people to register for it.
Yes, people. Register.
So we are at, was it 35 of 70 that we need to have registered?
Yeah.
You're not doing too bad. So
No,
I just ran the numbers for Region 3 Summit, which is the weekend exactly before that one. And then we'd rolled the numbers from last week. We're at 32. And I've always found that the litmus test is if you get over 30, then people want to go. So you should be advertising how many folks you have signed up, because that makes more people want to go.
Yeah.
It just keeps kind of being like one of those, once you get past the threshold, people want to go. Like, I don't want to go if only 15 of my friends are there. But if 20 of my friends are there, well, fuck yes, let's do that.
Was it ic.sfi.org?
Yes.
But, we should all go to, like, Florida and Tallahassee, right? Those are the names.
I think by June we should be good.
Yeah, you guys got all right. So everybody's like, "Well, what about COVID?" I understand. Okay, wholeheartedly. I'm in law enforcement and I'm in fire
We're
service.
going to try. We'll abide by the rules at the time.
Yes, I understand wholeheartedly about the thing, but there will be safety precautions taken. There will be distance. There will be hand sanitation. There will be everything that we can to make sure everybody is safe. If not, then
Where's it at?
Tallahassee, Florida.
There will probably be less room parties where there are 75 people stuffed into a 5-pound sack.
Yeah. So
Probably.
126 days, 8 hours, 43 minutes, 53 seconds.
Right. We can't have all the good things, but we can have most of the good things. So we
But
should
it's going to be, it's in this giant hotel right here. Yes.
Michael
Where's
Stein,
what?
there
I'm
are
wearing a fedora to that.
35.
Hell yeah.
35 out of 70, I believe.
Donnie, I do both. I've been a fireman for 16 years. I've been a deputy for 5. So the dinner that they have for the mess, Marine mess, is $40 per plate. And you can get sliced beef medallion with mushroom and peppercorn sauce, lemon butter grouper, something pepper stuffed and blend. I don't know.
Poblano.
Poblano pepper. It's chile relleno, essentially.
It's too fancy for Steve.
Apparently.
because I'm a redneck.
Steve doesn't know what
I'm a
Killer
redneck.
Piano is all of a sudden, but all right, it's cool.
Yeah, but so yeah, guys, register.
Come down to San Antonio. We'll introduce you.
So register. You were Army too, Steve. No, I was not Army. Please do not misconstrue that. I was never in the United States Army. That's horrible. I can't do that.
You were Coastie, right?
It was a coastie.
Oh, God.
Hey, Coasties are awesome. Semper Paratus.
Somebody had to break that ice.
What was that? Apparatus?
Semper Paratus.
And somebody had to go fight the war that Reagan invented, so it's cool.
Yeah.
There.
No one else did.
Just because the chair force couldn't be bothered to get involved with anything.
Oh no! We sold you our drones to go do that once you made the Homeland Security office. It's cool.
I was Air Force ROTC in high school, so I knew the Air Force uniform well.
As Air Force actual.
Hey, does everybody know what Semper Paratus means?
I do.
Without looking it up.
But Steve just looked it up. But whatever everybody else.
No, I knew what it meant. I was looking at a message I got from Fuckface that came in, Justin Fitzik. His missed call. It means always ready. See, look,
Yeah.
Chris.
So I always felt that the true nature of any given military unit was actually Semper Gumby. Always flexible, because the rest of the shit did not matter.
Well, Paul, I couldn't do a half marathon now if my life depended on it. I pass my fireman's exam every year, so that I can still drag a dummy over my shoulders down a flight of stairs and do it in a blacked out helmet. So
in the dark, yeah.
That's pretty
sizable. I couldn't do that right now.
But yeah, guys, please go and register. There will be hand sanitation. There will be a lot of stuff. It'll be good to see everybody. It really is. Because after 2020, all of us, I'm not going to lie, a lot of us in SFI lost a lot of people in their family. If we lost members, it would be good. It would be good to get together, have a drink, and, hey, for the people we lost in 2020, the family members, the members of SFI, here's to you. And it'd just be good to actually see some of the members. Like, I've never met Cory in person. Cory will probably never come down to IC because he's just too good to be like that. So it's okay. Bran,
I've been to IC before.
I've never met Bran. I don't think he'll be coming to Florida.
I'm not allowed in Florida.
Why are you not allowed in Florida?
My life has been threatened by Floridians before.
Well, it's okay. We have enough ball-headed Master Chiefs running around that can protect you.
I got your back, bro.
Is there more than one?
If you fly into the airport, we're good. I got you.
I know, David. Didn't you say you were possibly looking at coming down?
Yes. I just need to register. I'll probably do that in March or early April.
So here, who's up? Oh my God, the teenage daughter just came out of a crow's nest. Anyways, so I'm actually going to be going. Me and my wife is going to go. We're actually going to be driving down.
Why are you subjecting her to that?
Well, that's what she wants to go. She wants to go with me.
Why?
She's married you, so I guess there must be a problem there. But
probably because I don't know. Probably because she wants to, have fun. I guess. Now I tried to talk her into getting into a uniform. She don't want anything red, but she said she would wear a blue because she likes blue. Blue look.
Blue's good.
Red
So is Tilly.
But
I just bought a blue.
Everybody in
uniform.
Discovery is blue.
Yeah, that's
I'll look like
Well,
a
they're
jerk.
just, I don't think they're
He
quite
wants to make
blue,
fun of
just
us
a little,
at our
sad.
third brigade.
so. But it would be nice to see all of you guys.
Red hair and the blue would be very flattering.
Some of my new faces.
Blue eyes.
Um,
A group of us could go as Tilly. I win!
Bonefish. Oh my God.
And on that note, thank you for tuning in to After Dark. We've been joined by.
there will be a pie throwing contest down there.
It's not a throwing
Suddenly
contest. It's a
regretting all
smash
this
in your
water
face
I'm drinking?
contest.
I'm hoping maybe
It's not
I can
throwing.
talk David in if people raises enough money. Maybe David will shave the beard for a good cause for cancer or something. So if you want to see David completely bald all the way around, look at that beard. It'll be longer come international conference. If you want to see what Jeremy Carlson looks like getting dunked.
That looks like a $2,000 beard there, David.
Dunked.
Just
I'll
saying.
dunk Jeremy.
So we
I'll be
are
into
having,
that.
Oh, no, yeah.
we are having a dunk booth.
As long as Jeremy doesn't lose the gin, I think he's okay with it.
Yeah, we are having a dunk booth that's actually been taken care of.
All right, that's fine. But, so I will go out on the same note that predecessors from Region 3 would go out. This is a $2,000 dunk. Assembled amongst yourselves.
But it will. We are going to have a dunk booth that's already been taken care of by Russell Camp, to my knowledge. But we will be coming down in an RV. My aide de
I
camp
agree
is.
with that.
What is it? I want a pie. Jason, I'll tell you what. If you're tall enough to actually reach my face, I might let you pie me. But since you're like little tiny, it's okay.
I can get
Jason,
it.
I'll stand in for you because I'm taller than Steve.
But yeah, we know.
So, wait, so the pie, we do need to quantify pie rules, I think. Like,
If any of you fuckers hit me with a frozen pie,
no. There should be the amount that goes toward
your ass.
who is pied. Once that is settled, it should be who gets to throw the pie.
Well,
and
not
the
throw.
The thrower gets to assemble it off of only approved ingredients they're presented. They're not allowed to like go freeze it beforehand.
I'm pretty sure that Marion.
So, but
like-
Marion's
like-
pie,
yeah.
Marion's pie, but at the end of the day, was like $3,000.
Yeah. And that was worth it.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
I don't know where your mouth.
I think
I felt bad. Like I should have brought
to throw the pie.
for that pie.
Is she bringing snacks?
She's bringing white
no,
stuff
I'm
to my
bringing
wife.
snacks for myself. She just
Hi,
wanted.
Natalie.
Hello.
Hi, Nelly.
I...
All right, so y'all drug me on this because I had good thoughts, and then you stopped asking.
No, you didn't. You didn't have
What are we
thoughts.
doing?
You don't have thoughts.
Cow pies. It's cow patty.
I feel really cheated on this.
It's gonna be the pie somewhere in the movie The Help.
But yeah, so we're gonna do that.
That's got freezer burnt.
I'm actually gonna be bringing. I've got some.
Somebody throw
Oh.
a pie at him for me.
I've
We
got.
will,
I've
yeah.
got a
Thank
new.
you.
Will you shut the hell up? You
No.
sure did.
They like me more than they like you.
That's what you
I
think.
should be.
That's not hard, honestly. I'm afraid.
Litmus test you think it is.
Yeah.
I am going to be bringing a couple games down that I have, Star Trek games, and then I'm also going to be bringing my computer down, and I believe Russell's going to be setting up several computers and
We should play Artemis.
webcams, and
I
he's
think that
going.
was
We're
mentioned
actually going to
somewhere.
televise the event, and so.
Natalie for CS.
But you-
The people love me more.
But you actually
The
have to do
people love
courses.
me more.
You have to do
You
courses
never
to do
gave
it.
me courses. You signed me up
But
for
you
it.
got
and
two
you never
computers.
gave them.
Girls.
It's only 4 of them.
Oh, I love domestic family
You
abuse.
signed me
It's
up.
great to watch.
Lord.
Yeah.
There's the boyfriend.
I'll be back. I am
Ticket
gonna go
sales
get
will
that.
commence at $10 a piece.
I haven't agreed upon this.
The line will
Oh,
form to the left.
It's talking to you.
Holy
Where's
shit!
Russell?
Russell's not on tonight
What?
because he has a life.
No,
Just-
that's shocking.
No, it
No,
doesn't.
that's not go that far.
Russell doesn't have a
How
life.
rude.
Justin doesn't. It's okay.
You know.
Russell
No, I
have a
actually
life.
don't because I'm not on disability right now. Thank you very much.
Well, don't hurt yourself. That's what happens when you get old and try to have sex.
You would
break
know about
something.
You
that.
would know.
Pop my wrist.
Hey, do we really want to get on that discussion?
Do you
Let's
really want a black eye?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Let's not.
So yes, you guys come down. We are going to be doing a live. Everything down there will be televised live,
I don't know
and we
where
will
she
do
went
a
those
special after dark at the international conference.
I will not be there, so but I will still run it.
I'm going
Yeah.
home.
You are home.
Her boyfriend live in her house too, Steve. No, Michael, her boyfriend does not live in my house. Thank God. He kind of does, I guess. He just never leaves.
I'm here.
Not yet,
It's the
anyway.
same thing.
He's always here because when he's not here, then Natalie turns into a sad puppy dog and starts crying and
Why?
whining and walking around the house in a bitchy mood all the
She's
time.
just a bitch.
So has Natalie gotten into a car accident yet?
Asshole, give me the ice cream.
Did you hear what they asked?
What?
Has Natalie been into a car accident yet?
Fuck y'all.
No, but the things she'll do for steak and potatoes.
Give me my ice cream back.
Wow.
Since you through a wall, give me my ice cream.
There's another whole
It-
box.
we could raise money by just doing a reality program of Steve's life.
Right.
He didn't get much money, though.
Give me my
I mean,
ice
if
cream.
Ozzy,
Not
Ozzy
enough
wants-
money.
They're gonna have to pay people to watch.
Ice cream.
well, they watched Ozzy.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, that's true.
And I'm like,
I mean, Steve and Ozzy kind of sound the same, so.
The look kind of similar,
Amber! Sharon!
Where'd Jeremy go? He had to go get some more gin.
Yeah, he ran out of gin.
Probably.
That and he's probably crying because we invited him on. Now we're just not even listening to him anymore.
Yep.
Oh, was he talking?
I don't know. Did he say something?
I didn't hear
You
that.
know, I
He had
told him out an
ideas.
hour ago.
He had
He had
ideas.
ideas.
Why did anybody let
Just
Jeremy
like I'm
have
trying to
ideas?
tone this guy out here. The other side. Right there. Throwing him out.
Everybody tones him out. I don't know what you're talking about.
Paul's like, I'm glad I never got married. You know what, Paul? Marriage isn't really a bad thing. It's good.
Tim, how can someone email Steve? I think Cory can handle that.
That's an eye roll. That's a bite me. Ah, there we go.
There it is. cs@sfi.org.
I really
Says
hate
the
all
man
these
from
fuckers.
behind the card.
Paul, Steve's new show, Lifestyles of the Poor and Unknown.
You know the sad thing is, and I actually have a lot of people tell me that, you know, they look forward to these broadcasts. That they look forward to.
Boy, are they misleading.
I know.
Don't they have a life?
Misleading.
But
They're just being nice to you, Steve.
we're sitting at
They're
we're
really
sitting-
just being nice.
we're sitting at 22 and we have not dropped below 20. We've got as high as 30, but we've never fell below 20.
That's because you're signed into your other 15 Facebook accounts, so you're giving the number.
No, I don't. McPoofsy. There he is.
I put the shit in Starfleet.
Yeah, you put the shit in something.
I was going to say, shit was in
Yep.
Starfleet long before you were McPoofsy.
That's not at all weird.
Hey, I didn't say anything.
He didn't deny it either.
Why did you come up with that email address?
I
Well,
didn't. It
Carol,
was
you're up in
given to me.
Alaska, for God's sakes. What else is there to do?
I'm in California. I'm in
No,
San
not
Diego.
you. Carol Thompson said she doesn't have a life, that she looks forward for these. And I was like, you're in Alaska,
okay.
you know.
Carol, you do too have a life. You keep the Academy together from all of us crazy people.
That
Hey,
is
Justin,
very
take
true.
that down before I punch you in your eye socket.
Because Bodie McBoatface was already taken.
There you go.
Oh. Is that why? All right.
I'm
No,
getting a little lag,
Justin.
so it didn't show up on mine.
Complaints don't go to that email address. They go to the personal email address.
Uh-oh.
Hi,
What's
Steve.
that email address again, Tim?
Hold on. I didn't even bring those cards this time. Hold on.
Oh,
How could you not be prepared for this?
Amateur.
I think you should be kicked off the feed.
Oh, no. Well, yeah, I got a lot more. Hold on.
Oh, whoa. We need the cell phone number, the personal email address.
Hey, Amber.
How many cards does he have?
Oh, wow.
Well, that was part of the conversation earlier.
Yes, it was.
For the ruler of England.
190.
Steve is talking like
Did
a
you-
hamster.
Did Jeremy die? Is he like making the gin from scratch?
Yeah. He
Yeah,
had
he's
a-
outside the barrel.
he's milking the gin.
He's milking the gin.
He's milking the gin.
I think we need to do a Starfleet match game with all these cards.
Pronounce that one really
Actually,
carefully.
You know what? Funny thing with that is on the wrestling podcast I did earlier tonight, we did that. We did a wrestling match game.
Oh, somebody's shuffling all this.
I know.
Wrong one.
Tim
I want to be in the
Christie-
center
yes,
square
okay.
like Paul Lind. There we go.
I'll keep it for
That
that
works
one.
too.
Come back, Jeremy.
I feel like we're playing like press your luck, no whammy, and stop.
Oh, here we go.
Yes, that email address. That's the better one.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yep. For complaints, contact that email address.
Will you stop, Cat?
And X gets the square.
Could totally do tic-tac-toe.
Right?
I guess this is also the Alice spot, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, we need one more for that to work. Yeah.
Yeah.
Need to bring somebody else.
Amber, quick, get on a computer.
No.
Russell.
He's hiding back there somewhere, isn't he?
Carol, you could always come on AMA After Dark one night.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have a life. Come on, it's After Dark.
You be nice to my Carol.
That's
Well,
awesome.
we're not staying on too much longer, so we're not gonna bring more people on.
But you say the best for last, though. So
Oh, yeah, we're waiting for Jeremy to come back.
Yeah, he
Oh,
walked off.
we got
He
lost.
had to go to the liquor
market.
store in Kentucky to get the gin.
Yeah.
Might have to, dude.
He's going to pick up the new
actually
big
bought
parts.
myself a bottle of Gentleman Jack tonight.
I think it's probably one of those how it's made episodes. The bottle of gin begins in a pit of sand as we make glass.
Carol, I think you'll be able to keep up with us just fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Actually,
so
you,
too, Carol.
you probably keep us in our place.
Help us find our toes.
And once again,
The UPS, God.
X gets the
I don't know if
square.
I think
I've already got something written on the other side, so I can't do an O.
Darn it.
Oh.
I
X
suppose I
gets
should
the
just
square.
make one of those cards to keep.
X gets the square. Like cats on the
Steve's
counter.
recording us over there, and
So here it made me spot Data's cat, though. So might as well,
Hey, Steve, maybe you should call Jeremy and find out what happened to him.
There you go, ring
Right.
him up.
Cory, you don't have his phone number?
Huh? No.
Nope. I don't either, actually.
I don't call anyone.
Oh, there he is. He reemerged.
Where's Jeremy?
Did you have to, like, go make the fucking gin?
He had to make a new glass
Oh, the glass. Oh.
to put the gin in.
You had to wait for the lightning to strike.
I'm still married. I had a conversation with my wife. It all.
Ugh, where's your
You're married.
priorities?
You're not supposed You're married. You're not supposed to talk to your wife anymore.
No. I'm gonna have a pleasant conversation with my spousal unit, and that's fine. You guys can
Your
bounce in.
spousal unit.
She had her
My
head
husband
screwed
hides
in,
when I
didn't
do these.
My wife
Anyway,
does, too.
what was so critical? Because I felt bad. Like y'all invited me on, and then you stopped like talking about the shit that I was like commenting on. So
Yeah,
Well,
then we brought Tim on.
We're
to make
making
it feel
fun of
better.
you.
what do we need Jeremy commentary on?
send your
We brought
complaints to
Tim
that
on to
email,
make you
Jeremy.
feel better.
So I'm back. I actually switched back to Jid. So what do we got? Let's do it.
Yeah, I got
So-
that same glass.
So what are your thoughts about the enlisted? Tell me your thoughts.
Okay, so I think that we should go to the CPO being a directive of the chapter level, but they should have certain course requirements. I think the senior chief level should be at the region level and have certain course requirements. And then I think and maybe so senior chief or just I'm sorry, senior master, chief petty officer, or chief petty officer. We could argue which one's the most because there's probably going to be like many chiefs, and I'm okay with kind of being like a grand total of 17 active chiefs, one being at your level of the fleet and one of each fleet. I'm okay with that. We can discuss it, but I think that some of them should be at regional discretion, some should be at chapter discretion, and some should be at the EC level, much like flag rank. And I think that's the only way that you're going to get to making the enlisted force just as enticing as the officer corps. When, per Gene Roddenberry's first vision, everyone was an astronaut, thus everyone was an officer. And that I think we're kind of starting at a disadvantage there. But then, we had DS9 where it was very, very clear that O'Brien was enlisted and kept everyone from exploding on a daily basis. And so we kind of loved that. You got to the core of what that engineering mindset of that support mindset was. And that's what the enlisted corps should be, is the people that don't necessarily want to be chapter COs and XOs, but still I have a valid leadership and knowledge front. And having been a real world NCO, that's where I think we should go with that.
Right.
And
Yeah,
I tried to articulate that to a couple people. I should probably put it in writing someday when I'm not drinking.
Well, my email address is mcpoofsy@sfi.org.
McPoofsy. All right. Can we, all right, for the love of fuck, where's Gregg? Who owns the domains on? Can we just make that chief@sfi.org? Because for the love of shit, McPoofsy? No.
Tim, is that your cat? I'm wondering what that is.
What are you?
I'm like,
Tiara? No. Fuck this game. No.
Steve's over there bored as hell.
No, Steve's answering about the 1,800 emails I have on my CS account.
I didn't email you this week. Wasn't...
No. Mail enhancement.
Whatever says you need it.
No, it's funny because it has Dan's name on it, not mine.
Oh, snap. You're still getting that crap?
So it turns
the
out
SFI email
spam
addresses
filters are
freaking
only as
full
good
of
as
crap.
spam filters could be. And
Full of it.
it turns out a lot of people sign up the known administration, things that don't change. CS, VCS, Ops. Those have all been signed up for unimaginable bad things over the course of the years.
Oh, yeah.
Remember with the good old days when you could just fill out a magazine card and slip it in the mail for someone?
You can still do that today.
Right. This is the equivalent. You just go sign up
Yeah.
on like 6 million websites for that.
So I would encourage. I see a lot of folks writing stuff in the chat, and I would encourage you to email me your thoughts because
So that was my thought. So I would really think that Master Chiefs should, if not at the EC level, then at minimum of the RC level. So I'd like to have my own command Master Chief. It was actually a thing that used to be written into Region 3.
Right.
And then I couldn't get a fucking enlisted person. I had to disavow the senior enlisted advisor position for lack of enlisted funds.
Yeah.
So but I understand if I am correct, and correct me if I'm wrong. The idea is we're going to establish these larger term, these bigger core positions, with the intent of fleshing out and validating the entire enlisted structure.
Correct.
Then most of these will have validation.
Correct.
I might get a senior enlisted advisor again, which would be whatever the command master chief of Region 3 is, or Third Fleet, or whatever the fuck we want to call it. So
Jeremy,
ranks
the
and
question is
position
for you.
rather achievement awards. All right. So
Yes.
2 thoughts on that. We have a couple positions. Oh, thanks, Carol. All right. Carol and I are having a conversation. The rest of you can go away.
How's that work?
I don't know. So no, actually, but I do have a couple thoughts on this. So we purely have a couple posts that are rank based within the fleet. CS is one of them. It's the only way you can become a flag admiral, right? The only way. There are minimums for RC. How I became fleet captain was my dumbass got elected. Other than that, I just
got one vote.
So there are a couple things that are tied to rank, but for the most part, I feel that the ranks in Starfleet is our only good way of longevity of service awards. Like, we don't have awards that cover you did a random number of things over a long period of time. Like, almost everything else is tied to like specific either year, which is the annual award, or specific action, which would be like the Orders of Merit, or is a lot of other either SMC, MACO, or regions have specific, you did this thing, you get this award. So the ranks are kind of that like long-term broadband thing, other than if you make RC, then you're going to be fleet captain, and if you make CS, then you're going to be Vice Admiral, Flag Admiral, and I think if you make VCS, I think you're a Vice Admiral.
I think all the
Or
EC
rear
positions have all the EC positions have required.
Yeah, they have a couple minimums, but
yeah,
for the most part, that's not. I don't think. Maybe a better way to put it is, I don't think the minimum ranks on the positions that have one are all that material to the grand scheme of the ranks are still, especially the flag ranks, are longevity of service awards.
So,
but what we're asking in the enlisted corps structure is, am I going to end up with 75,000 chiefs on day one? And I think, you know, like we are a 40 some odd year old organization. We have a lot of admirals. So 20 years from now, will we have too many chiefs and not enough Indians? Maybe. I mean, that's a problem for somebody 20 some odd years from now to explore. Let's try it today.
So let me ask David and Jeremy this, because you all can probably answer this. So, the Master Chief Petty Officer of SFI is the head enlisted person for the organization. Now, you have departments like the Marine Corps that's got the Sergeant Major of the Corps, and you've got the Command Master Chief, or whatever the hell they call it, and MACO, and so on. So,
spec up.
The spec up. So I don't know, because I don't think we've addressed this yet. Do they all fall under the Master Chief Petty Officer of SFI? Or how does it go?
So, no, I would. My opinion would be that they would. All of those would eventually report to you, and to the commander of that specific area. My job as Master Chief Petty Officer is not to. I'm not commanding those folks. I am. I serve as a liaison between them and you, and I also bring up their issues to you. But I don't think that they're not falling under my command. I don't really usually Master Chief Petty Officers don't have a command, say.
Go ahead, Jeremy, because you look like you're chewing at the nail.
I am. And thank you for appointing this man and his glorious fucking beard to that job. Apparently you got the right fucking dude. I'm a Starfleet Marine, and I think some of the documentation that they have is fantastic. Some of it's a little archaic, but one of the things that I feel that they did get right in trying to transpose what the military nomenclature of enlisted versus officer is to a fandom was the chain of command versus the chain of support. And they absolutely articulated it very, very well that the enlisted chain was that of support. And if the chief master, whatever the fuck of Starfleet, can't get along with the sergeant major of the corps and whatever the hell the MACOs want to call themselves, and each individual fleet senior enlisted advisor is what Region 3 used to call it, then you didn't get the right person that doesn't want to. That's the person that's supposed to go collect all the folks, right? That's supposed to be the NCO and have an NCO mentality. It's not supposed to be chain of command and I will beat you with this stick. That's not the right mentality. So he absolutely no, you got the right guy. And I'm really, really happy about that.
Thank you. Good night, Jason.
Hi, Jason.
Or as they say in French,
Good
adieu.
night, Jason.
Yeah, and really it's again I kind of think the enlisted folks are the ones that are going to be doing a lot of the behind the scenes and a lot of the
you bring those alternative points of view to command.
Yeah.
Whichever command level you're at. And then work with the command of, but that's the whole point. It's yeah, here's what your Louis are saying, and by the way, they're mostly full of shit. Majors might not be full of shit, but that's fine. But here's what the enlisted are saying, and by the way, they do the actual job.
Yeah.
watching the cat play with him.
Now, will I think that we ever get the parity of enlisted versus officer in Starfleet? No, I don't think that's ever going to be. I think it's going to be I think it's to be locked to the people that are more militarily minded inherently, like the Makos, the Marines, whatever, are going to be the ones that are adopting that. And then as the chapters grow over the years, maybe like, hey, would you like to be important to the chapter, but maybe not in charge? That's the kind of leadership differences that we're going to have to sell to the enlisted corps over a course of time, and it's just a long time to make it stick.
Yeah. This is going to take some time, and it's going to take again a change of perspective from folks who are, in the lower levels about what they think Starfleet is and the organization. But I think it can be done.
All right, let's hear. All right, I was having a conversation with Carol and make sure I read all the things. Depends how you set it up. Yep, that's correct. Master person for the job. Yep, I think Dave's pretty good. I can see list. Yeah. So again, I think that the Marines articulated it fairly well. And absolutely go beg, borrow, and steal. I mean, it's in the org. Just go fucking rip the cover off and call it yours. They have the chain of command versus chain of support, and they articulated that very, very well. And I think that's what we should be doing, and how we're selling to our members.
And I'm going to correct Carol for one thing: his or her or their ability.
Also, the Marine rank, enlisted ranks, those should sell themselves. I mean, those are fucking pimps. But the ranks that I've seen for fleet level that were derivative of Chief O'Brien, those were pretty cool too. And I've seen a lot of people that are doing 3D printing on that. So getting, it's always easier to go buy the thing that makes it match to you if it's available, right? So I think maybe the enlisted ranks is more than like pips. We could go buy fucking circles anywhere. Maybe the enlisted structure is what we should be doing on the quartermaster for both the fleet side, things that are derivative off of Chief O'Brien, and we always have them on the Marine side, which I think was supposed to be the same on the Mako side, but I don't know what happened there.
Mind if you guys are people out there want to cosplay, be the command master chief of SFI, that's fine. But you have to remember one thing: if you're at an SFI function, you're not the master chief petty officer of SFI. There is one, and that is David. Now you can be a master chief petty officer all day long, but the MCPO of SFI, that is one person and one person only. We don't have multiples. That person is, David. So I'm not saying you can't cosplay. I'm not saying you can't do that. That's all fun and games, but you can be whatever you want. But at an SFI event or an international conference, we don't have multiple MCPOs of SFI. So,
hey, Paul Williams, I got a silly question. What the hell is TF-31?
So it
is the first time we've had this conversation, Jeremy.
Yeah.
Wake up.
Oh no, I laughed for a while. Like I asked it on the comments, and I left.
Not
then
the first time.
Here.
You've been involved in the.
Okay, and I haven't been involved in the answer yet. My bad.
No, not tonight. Just in general.
Oh no!
I don't even know the website. Let me see here.
I think you, me, and Russell had this conversation.
What is TF-31? Because if it ain't Starfleet, I don't care.
If I remember right, it's a group of chapters supporting each other. If I remember,
yeah,
right, pretty much.
And they have their own quartermaster, academy, everything.
It's a fleet within a fleet.
So not my problem. Got it.
Which is,
so
I think, what we said last time.
TF-31 kind of similar to Section 31, or
No.
So that was again kind of like where I was really hoping that did not.
No.
No. That's fine. Like if it chapters working together, you go do your thing, cool. But don't like.
Oh, there it is.
One answer does not. It's not a solution for all the time. But I mean, if it's a chapter, I love chapters working together. That's cool. No, I'm pretty sure this is the first I've seen this website.
I think it's the first we've seen the website, but I think you and me and Russell had this conversation about this once, not too long ago.
Did we?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll take your word for it.
I think it was after the after dark.
All right. Well, I cannot be held responsible for what happened on the after dark.
You may be an after short, but I'm not sure.
They've got their own awards, their own makeup.
I had to apologize just for the after dark, much less the after dark.
Yeah, they've got.
I know if you've got stuff that's cool. I'm interested in your logo all of a sudden because that was Starfleet Requiem, which I got to introduce. Like my one claim to fame and fandom participation. I got to introduce that here in San Antonio. It was kind of cool. It was stupid at like 1:30 at night, and no one participated. But I got to do it anyway. But no, if there's something we can learn from a group, that's cool. But I mean, make sure you're passing on the best lessons learned. Is all I'm saying. Because every group that assembles themselves, they're going to have good lessons and bad lessons.
So
Let's
Tim,
make sure we're only passing on the things
best
that work.
index
What the
cards
hell
to
were
be
you
buying? Yeah,
It's the cheapest for what you get, though. So.
Oh, I see. So
This
it's the
guy
best
wasn't
value.
even here earlier. How do you get on?
I know the back door.
Apparently, you got like a.
He knows
Yikes.
Steve's back door. What?
He's got like this budget metal card situation as he writes on cards.
Oh, now he's writing on the box. Sponsored by. There you go. Tim and John's brought to you by Index Cards. You thought they
I'm
were
cheap.
only
I
for
just
high
buy
school.
generics.
All right, now let's go back to like talking about a list.
Not
of people.
Walmart.
Yeah,
Anymore. I think that's Walmart.
Yeah, that's Walmart.
Where did you want to go there, David? With how do we make the listed structure
Let's go Ryzen.
as critical as 75 fucking bad admirals?
Well,
Do you
who
feel
said
like
that
you're in the hot
75
spot right now?
75 admirals were essential. But no, I think that it really takes. We have been so wrapped up in you start as ensign and you go up, and I think that really for me it goes back to that the enlisted folks are the folks who want to do stuff and have fun and get involved, but they don't necessarily want to have to plan everything. They'll show up at an event, or they'll help out with their chapter, or they'll, they may eventually move into a leadership role. But this is really folks who are just, I don't want to get the 3 a.m. phone calls from Steve or whatever.
You still will.
So I think we're cutting on the crux of what leadership is.
Yeah.
Especially within an organization, like who makes the chapter go,
right?
Who makes the region go? Who makes things happen? Versus who gets the goddamn phone calls about it.
Right.
And those can be different people, and the people that want to stay enlisted definitely don't want to be the phone call people.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, that's not to say that's not amount of leadership. I really think that's an egregious,
correct,
disservice to them.
Technically not at present.
Actually, so we've had enlisted RCs in the past. That has absolutely happened. I've had enlisted COs in the past. That's absolutely happened. The minimum ranks are offered. They are not mandated. So in a technicality, you can have a chief master sergeant, Commander Starfleet. But Steve, if you ever call me at 3 a.m., the world better be ending. Well, then the fucking same best be true for the rest of the world, right? I mean,
well, Paul,
what's good for the goose is good for the gander, right? I mean, fuck off.
So, Paul, let me say this, and I'm going to say this with the utmost respect, okay? If you're in a senior leadership position, hence EC or AB, I'm going to say my members because I'm the head of the organization. My members that are international usually don't get a hold of me until 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. And if there's an extreme situation, I might have to call and wake up the vice commander of Starfleet and say, hey, this is what's going on. We need a preemptive message because this is getting ready to hit the shitstorm. And no, it hasn't happened yet, but I mean, there's always a chance. And when I talked to my EC, when they brought them on, I said, listen, you guys have, except for Linda, because unless it's our finances are going to shit at 3 o'clock in the morning, they can wait for an 8 a.m. call. But the rest of them is, I told them, I said, when you all took on the position of EC, you have got to be available if I have to call you because an extreme situation has arisen. I said, if I can't get a hold of you, I'll at least leave a voicemail saying, hey, I just got this. This is an extreme thing. Does not warrant an email. I need immediate action or a call back on this. Now, it doesn't happen, but I want my EC to say, hey, I'm going to hold you the same standards I'm holding myself to. I expect you all to do it. And for the most part, they do. I've called Tony Knops at midnight. The database is down. I'll get right on it. And the man jumps on the computer and has it fixed like literally lickety-split.
So yes.
Wait. He gets the database fixed that quick? How long has it been now?
The database is fixed.
About this guy? Just to get rid of this guy.
No, leave the cat. He can go.
Yeah, really.
No, so you're right.
Sorry, I got
you and literally every CS and EC member who's come before have held themselves to a standard of, this is a fan club? Why the fuck am I answering this shit with this level of, like, the same level, like, you kind of respond with the same level of, I'm responding to a fire. Turns out there's not an actual goddamn fire. Her tongue is in your ear. You might have to go settle that. I don't know.
The one thing, though, Jeremy, is it stopped being a fan club when we had to incorporate.
No. So here's the thing. No other corporation responds with the same level of, oh God, it's burning at 12 a.m. for the amount of, we're not losing money. Like, this corporation's running money, right? So that's the whole issue. That's why you do it. We're not losing fucking money if the database is down for 6 hours. We apologize to the people, and then we're good. If there's an issue that's dire and it needs to be brought before the board, you can absolutely wait till who's ever 8 a.m. We don't care. What we do need is people on the EC and the AB like, hey, if it says urgent, then maybe read that as soon as you get up on your level. You know, there is a level of you do, if you're going to play at that level and stick your tongue in Steve's ear, then you need to get a COVID test.
I don't think anybody else here wants to put their tongue in Steve's ear. So
I don't know. I think I can get people. I think I can dare people to do that. Don't challenge me.
That'd be a fundraiser.
I could. Yeah, I think I can do that. It'll probably be Karen.
Thank you, Cory.
But I was just saying. So there is a level
email
of.
Me.
Like I've been in RC 3 terms. I'm going to try for 4 apparently. No, you cannot call my phone after a certain hour. I will turn that shit off. It does not matter. It's not going to, there is no material difference between if I answer the phone and be like, no, you're fucking stupid, stop calling me. And I look at that at 6 a.m. in the next morning and go, oh, okay, I'll look at that after I get coffee. There's no material difference of how that action got played. And we're a fan club. Leave people alone when you can.
But the database is down.
No.
It's down. Chubby, it's down. It's not working, man.
I can't look up my name and see what my classes are.
No, I don't
care. The main thing.
You can't do that now.
Hey, David, did you misspell your email address in the chat?
No. McPoofsy.
No, he has 2 O's. It's retarded. Make it go the other way. No. All right, so
Jeremy, suck it up and live with it, buddy.
No!
Do it!
Make it A, if you forgot an O, that it still goes to him, and then make just Chief SFI go to him.
Jeremy, here's the issue: is that it's just
email addresses.
It's a forwarder, but I've already set up a separate email account with the same name, so I'd have to create a whole nother email account.
No, it doesn't. So they can make so many forwarders go to that same email. You don't have to do a thing.
Half the emails in SFI don't work right now. Let's not be adding more.
Do you know how many forwarders I have in Region 3 that go to the RC? It doesn't matter. I can make billion for so you can make Fusi, make Oofsy, make whatever the fuck, and then Chief all go to the same one. It's okay. It's okay.
We should get Jeremy to drink a lot sooner.
Bullshit.
This is water tonight, kids. You're not even like
bullshit.
No, wait, I saw him pour water.
Yeah, you saw him pour something from a water bottle.
True.
No. I've literally been drinking a lot of water tonight.
We need
Natalie.
3 independent people to confirm this before anybody believes it.
Right,
My
no.
wife does not count as an independent person.
Oh no, she'd be on your side.
That's water.
On your
I'm
side,
straight.
man. I don't want you disqualifying her. She'd totally be on your side. She's like, no, Jeremy drank too much. No, seriously.
Amber, is that water?
Yes, I did. This is water.
I asked Amber. I didn't know you were Amber.
I don't know who the fuck. Oh no,
Jeremy's got many forwarders that go to his email.
Oh,
Amber is one of them.
Amber is one of them.
You about to
What
get
happens
killed,
in Region
Jeremy.
3 stays in Region 3.
Whatever.
That's all I'm going to say.
This is Amber. She wears the pants in the marriage.
That one.
Not likely.
No, he wears the pants. I wear the panties he likes to get in. So I win.
Oh!
That's right. She likes my handcuffs and leg shackles. My babe.
She likes your taser more if you charge it.
Amateurs.
Get ready to go to bed. It's midnight.
I'm almost done if you get to the color.
Oh, you're trying to bribe me to get out, huh?
Do you need some private time, Steve?
No, can't do nothing for 8 days. I'm counting.
I don't. Never mind. Next topic, please.
So the weather. How's
Justin
the
probably
weather,
fell
Dave?
asleep, so.
How's that McFoofy weather?
All right. I think I answered all of Carol's questions. So, because Carol and I were having a conversation. It was important.
Hey, Justin's back.
So, yeah, we're going to call it because the wife is literally whispering in my ear, I'm fucking tired. It's time to go to bed. Unfortunately, where my office
in your ear, it was kind of subtle.
Unfortunately, stop biting me, bitch! God damn. Oh, we'll shoot you. Go away.
Oh, for the win.
So, unfortunately, where my office sits is at the foot of our bed because we'll wait for kids to move out so I can get my own office. I might just move it out to the shed. I don't know yet. We're working on it. Going to think of something.
Wait, Steve.
There's no way I could ever sleep on the couch. You know why? She can't sleep unless I'm touching her. Some part of my body has to be touching her. Like when I got called in and had to work overnight, she literally was texting me all night long because she couldn't sleep. As soon as I walked in, got in bed, bitch was out. We slept till 2 o'clock.
Dude,
I
got ears.
Wow, that's kind of romantic.
Steve, one question. What were you talking about moving out to the shed, the office, or the kids?
Probably the kids. If I hear my daughter having
himself,
sex one
the
more time,
office, he's got to be in the shed.
It's
John
not a
Darrell
shed.
wants to know
It's
about
a
the data.
tiny
Have it. It's okay.
it's a she shed, and I'll move her out there.
It's bigger than the house. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's true.
It's
So,
a tiny house. It's not a shed.
but
No, it's bigger than the house.
Hey, Carol, email me if you got anything else.
yes.
I'll answer it after 6 a.m.
It's Amber at region3.org.
Amber.
It is RC at region3.org. It is.
So tonight we were joined with Jeremy Carson, Region 3 RC, Bran Stimpson, Region Coordinator R17, Cory Grant from Region 15. Damn.
One of those regions.
Tim Jones, that was a surprise that Justin had to bring on, and me and Justin were having a talk afterwards.
It wasn't Justin.
Mick
No,
we won't.
SFI.org, and Gregg Kleiner of the USS Dauntless. Everybody, thank you all for coming on. Remember, I hope everybody has a great week, and always be safe, and be courteous to your other
Hey, it's
SFI
Valentine's
members.
Day. Have a great Valentine's Day.
Yes, happy Valentine's Day, and have a good evening.
Long and prosperous.